This is the ABC 17 Storm Track Insider Outdoors, sponsored by MOLE and Sportsfield Real Estate.
Like the one located right here behind me. What you might not know is it's creating sap that can lead to the production of maple syrup this time of the year. In this week's ABC 17 Storm Track Insider Outdoors, I'm breaking down how weather can have impacts on local maple syrup production. It might be a surprise to many that you don't have to travel all the way to the Northeast to collect your own maple syrup. Gabe Nicholas is an educator at the Boone County Nature School who has been working with his dad, Jeff Nichols, for years to collect maple tree sap and turn it into edible maple syrup.
And so we'll go out and we'll look for trees of the right diameter and in the right location so that we can get a freeze-thaw cycle out of those trees, which is what helps provide the sap for our collection.
Temperatures play an important role in sap production needed for creating maple syrup.
It's crucial to have what we call a freeze-thaw cycle. And so what that means is we have below freezing temperatures at night, and that will help draw the sap up from the roots and into the tree. And then during the day, we have temperatures above freezing, so we get a positive pressure that allows that sap to flow down the tree and out and into our collection buckets.
The months of January and February are usually the prime candidates for Missouri, as lows typically sit in the 20-degree range and highs in the 40s by the afternoon.
Tapping on the south side of the tree will allow more direct sunlight and allow that freeze-thaw cycle to happen over a longer period of time during the day, so we get more sap.
The process begins by drilling a specific depth into a tree once the targeted temperatures are shown in the forecast.
And then we're just going to give some gentle taps just to help seal the tree tissue around the spile so we don't have any leakage.
The sap flow can also be affected by weather conditions, such as long-standing droughts, which can impact the tree sap production.
You can certainly see a change in the flow rate. It is not only tree dependent, but the tree, depending on its location and its availability to access to water during that growing season, is then reflected on the quantity of sap that is produced by that tree in the winter. So you're seeing almost an echo of the growing conditions in the previous growing season as we tap that tree and track its productivity.
Next, the collected sap will fill bags and then it will need to be evaporated.
Once we collect the sap from the trees, we'll take it to an evaporator, which is just a big wooden stove. And from there, we'll evaporate the water out of the sap so that we can start concentrating that sugar.
From here, the soon-to-be syrup will be finished into desired concentration through a separate propane burner.
We'll evaporate it down further, and there's a specific sugar concentration we're looking for, and we use the Brix method for that.
After all the cooking is done, the syrup will be collected and ready to enjoy on your breakfast of choice after all the hard work.
It's been a great way to fill those winter months where you're not sure what else you can do. Get out, find a few trees to tap, or ask a neighbor if you can tap their trees and, give them a bottle of maple syrup as a reward for that, and it's a win for everybody.
Now, the Boone County Nature School will be including the process of making maple syrup in upcoming lessons to get students more involved in nature. Good news is, next week, temperatures are looking more favorable for that freeze-thaw pattern. Reporting for this week's ABC 17 Storm Track Insider Outdoors, I'm meteorologist Chance Gotch.